It honestly does feel like there's something that's attacking us. There's something that attaches itself to us in this world, and it's designed to break you down. So earlier, or whatever, I ordered some chili cheese fries from this one place, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, it's a little late at night, but maybe I'll make the fries fresh, or maybe it'll taste good. I see people, the reviews are hyping it up. I watched a couple of YouTube videos on, let's try these chili cheese fries or whatever, right? So it comes, and first thing I noticed as soon as I open and look at it, like the fries are stale, the fries feel old, the guacamole sauce, it tastes weird. The freaking the steak or whatever that was on it, it's just chewy. It's not like like you can't chew it and swallow like it's like that chewy stuff. I forgot what it's called. Is it called the sinew? It's like that chewy stuff on beef sometimes where you can't really swallow it because it just tastes disgusting. So that like the fries are covered with fat. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I try to refund it or whatever, and of course I can't refund it. I'm like, wow, it's just like, wow, and that's why I stick to my normal routines. If I would have just stuck to my normal routines, that wouldn't have happened. But I was just trying to, step outside the box and try something new. And you notice that happens a lot for guys in our position where we're used to being in neat, we're used to staying isolated or whatever. And the minute we step outside our box, the world just punches us in our face. The world lets us know that we don't belong in it. And it's why I kind of just isolate myself, but I can't do it forever. Like, I'm in a very difficult part of my life right now, man. Like, I'm in a very, very stressful part of my life, and I'm just trying my best to make it. But I've been having these weird dreams recently, and and it involves my one-itis, but my one-itis I haven't seen in years, like in the blood and the flesh. But I've been having random dreams about my one-itis, and it's kind of been driving me up the wall. Like, have you guys ever had that one girl you guys liked, and even though she may have dissed you or disrespected you or even teased you, like you still can't get her out your mind? I know it's pathetic in a way because it's like, especially if the girl already like let it be known she doesn't like you, and you still like think she's pretty or whatever, and you still think about her, like that's like you got to move on, you got to go to somebody else who actually likes you. But every now and then you have that one girl, whether it's on the internet, whether it's in real life, where you just can't get her out your mind, and you're constantly thinking about that person. And the brutal thing is that Chad and Tyrone's probably ramming her just just ramming her all night and all day. Meanwhile, you're just looking at her Instagram pictures or watching her YouTube videos if she does ASMR, and and that's about as close as you can get. You can't go any further. You can't cross that path. You can't cross that valley. You can't cross that bridge. And that's a torture in its own self. That's a hell in its own self, man. When you want something so bad and you can't have it. This social isolation epidemic that's going around the world. It's not just in America. There's lonely men everywhere, right? This is going to lead to the collapse of society eventually. You have millions upon millions of young men in their sexual prime that are not getting laid, that are not even getting female touch or validation at all. Now, what do you think that's going to cause? There's only finite resources. Like, there's not enough food to go around. There's not enough jobs to go around. There's not enough houses. Everything has a limit. There's definitely not enough beautiful women to go around because all the beautiful women are with the top 1% men, the Chads and the Tyrones and the people that are mega millionaires, so all the women are chasing the same men for the most part. Meanwhile, you have us excess males, man. It's a brutal life, man. It's a brutal existence. Honestly, it's to not be loved, to not be cared about, to not even be acknowledged. It's brutal. I remember when I was in high school, every other day my phone would be ringing or I get text messages and stuff like that. And I did notice as I got older in high school, like that became less and less and less, but especially like 10th, 11th grade year, like 10th grade, 11th grade, and freshman year, ninth grade too. But when I hit senior year, kind of just, I don't know, I guess everybody started to reveal their true colors by then. But now it's like, I look at my cell phone and nobody really calls me. No one cares about checking up or anything like that. And truth be told, bro, I kind of like being low key and off the grid. I kind of like just minding my business and being in my own world. as I try to navigate this painful existence, as I try to understand what is this life really about? Why does it feel like something's torturing me on purpose? Why does it feel like this whole thing's being orchestrated from the shadows by some type of evil, sick monster? And they don't want the shadows to be turned on them. They don't want to get noticed, so they work in the shadows and they operate from the damn storm's distance. When you're a guy like us, man, it's like you really have no place. You don't have nowhere to go. You don't really have any family. You don't really have any friends. You don't have a woman in your life. You don't have a lot of money. You're just stuck in this type of limbo. And if you have a 9 to 5 job, which you're going to have, like that's going to pretty much rule your whole entire life. And it makes it pretty much impossible to try to be an entrepreneur and create your own way out, to create your escape from the 9 to 5 or whatever, right? And guys like us, man, we have to learn how to read people as well, right? Like we have to know people's true intentions, because like that's like a life or deletion situation for people like us. When you've always been rejected, neglected, and people always have some type of problem with you, you have to read people fast and see what their true agenda is. This is why a lot of us stick to ourselves, because we already know what it is. This is why like a lot of family members wonder why we don't talk to them, we don't speak to them, and it's like, well, just look at your actions. Like actions speak louder than words. Somebody can tell you they love you. Somebody can tell you they like you. Somebody can tell you that they want you to move in with them. But if you watch their actions while you're around them, it says the total opposite. You know, and that's that religious upbringing as well. Like if you grew up with, if you grew up with a religious background, it makes you cowardly. It takes away your masculinity when you grow up with a very religious background, because you're always relying on some invisible being to do everything for you, and that makes you weak and it makes you more dependent on the system in a way. And I had to learn this the hard way, because I was taught that all you gotta do is believe, and Jesus will just come through the trees and leaves and just give you all the blessings at ease, and just give you everything your heart desires and more. Like, this is what you're taught. Just have faith and just believe, but take no action. And in reality, it's all about taking action. You know, it's all about taking action, honestly. Like, one thing for guys like us, bro, we're gonna have to always watch our own backs. And we have to think 3 steps ahead. Like, let's say you have to move in with people. So now you got to think about what you can or you can't take. If you got something that's very precious to you, let's say you got your Xbox or you got a limited edition Xbox or something, you got to make sure if you do take that, are you going to buy like a little mini locker for it? Or are you going to leave it out when you're gone? Or are you going to hide it under this? Then you got to find out what kind of people you're going to live with. You're going to find out how are they how are they, if they get along, will they be fighting amongst you? Would it be jealousy? And be like, that's just what you have to deal with if you're like a guy that's struggling and you can't get your own place or whatever. You have to worry about yourself, but also your environment. It's why a lot of guys who are neat, just they stay in their rooms, they stay locked away from the world, because outside that room is doom, man. Honestly, there's so much negativity that can happen in this world. There's so much evil. There's so much violence. There's so much depression. There's so much stressing. And when you don't have that girl in your life, man, it just amplifies it. We all need somebody, man. I don't care what anybody says. Some people will say, "Oh, well, I don't want to give a person that much power over me like that." And it's like, I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, that's cope, because we're humans. We're supposed to have some type of relationship with somebody. We're not supposed to just be lone soldiers our entire life. That's unnatural, and it's unhealthy. It's why if you go it's why if you go talk to a girl and you say your last girlfriend was like several years ago, 10 years ago, she gonna look at you like you're weird. She gonna look at you like you're strange. Hell, if you tell a girl your freaking last relationship was 7 months ago, she gonna look at you like something's wrong with you. Like, she gonna look at you like, damn, 7 months without no attention. Because a girl can't go a day without attention. Let's just be real. You see all the thirst traps on social media. Like, a lot of these girls, man, if they were able to live in our position, live our shoes, just for one day, to live in our shoes, a lot of them would commit seppuku, honestly, because it's that brutal, it's that bad. And all I can say, to help us get through this, man, is just keep focused on your hobbies and your coast. I mean, that's what I've been trying to do, man, but it's difficult. It's difficult when there's like an invisible dagger that's like stabbing at your neck, like the guillotine of the medieval times. And this guillotine just come upon your neck at any time. At any moment, you can get kicked out. At any moment, you can get thrown to the streets. At any moment, you can lose your job. At any moment, somebody can come and just, a car accident can happen in front of you, and some of the shrapnel comes and decides to hit you, and you get paralyzed or something like that. At any moment, something bad can happen. That's what I learned about this world, man. I learned that bad things can happen at any time. And when they happen, sometimes they hit you all at once. And there's no mercy. There's nobody that really cares. And then like the few people that care, they either live in another country from you, they live in another state, like they're far away from you. And some of those people are some of the realest people. Like I met some of the most realest people online who showed me love. People done cashed at me. People done PayPal me. People done send me money from time to time. Like that's real love. And I appreciate that because I'm in a messed up position, and for people to see that and then help me out, like that's real love, and I appreciate those people, man. Those are the real ones right there. But I don't know, man. It's becoming a struggle. It's becoming a battle every day, bro, to try to maintain. Like honestly. Just every single day, bro. It's like the same type of shit. Every single day. You wake up, you get dressed, you throw your clothes on if you're waging, then you got to commute to your 9 to 5. Then you got to deal with all the drama and the stress that goes on with that. Then you got to find a way back home. Then you go home and you may have more drama and stress there, and it's like, wow. And then rinse and repeat all for you, all so you can gain some money, right? And money, an artificially created construct is something that we all need. It's not something we can just avoid. We need it. But you got to ask yourself, who made us? Like, who gave us this? Who told us that we need this? And who made it so mandatory? I already know the answer to that. That's the United States' greatest ally, and we already know what country that is. The ones that have all the shekels. They have all the shekels. They have all the power. They have the resources, and they're the ones that dictate a lot of laws, rules, and regulations. But I don't know. I don't know how these laws can be effective in the future when you have millions of men losing their minds, snapping, going crazy. It's gonna look like a zombie infection when like the psychosis takes over. You're gonna have guys that are gonna go like 20 years, 10 years without any type of sexual alleviation, and they're just gonna snap. And a lot of people say, you can go to the escorts and do that, and that's fine. But not everybody. Some people are extremely nervous and anxious even to do that, right? Some people are. Some guys, they got to get there, and I understand that, and I feel that. But some guys that they want the emotional connection as well. And I know that's a coping way because when you look a certain way, you might as well just forget that emotional connection because that emotional connection is really your face. It's just how you look like. How you look like dictates everything in your life, bro. And when you're somebody like us, man, it's just brutal because if I had the chance, if I had the power, man, to change the way that I look like and make sure that I look like flawless, I look handsome, I look perfect, I would do it. I would do it without thinking. I would do it in a heartbeat. But unfortunately, I don't have that power. Unfortunately, I look like the way that I look like, and I am the way that I am. And I can't change it. And that's another reason why this existence feels weird. How are we going to be judged for something like if we don't see the whole picture? How is there a loving, caring God out there where like that put us in this world and we can't even see the big picture? This God doesn't tell us why we were created, what we were created for. Are there any other realms and dimensions? Why do we have to pass away? Why is our lifespan so short? What are you trying to do? Like, how come this Christian God is not like clear with us? Why? Why is he so mysterious? Why does an almighty being have to write to you in the Bible? Like how come you can't put some magical book in the sky? And then the only people that are true, like some type of magical castle in the sky, some type of magical Bible, and the people that really believe, that really know the truth can get up there, right? But I already know the God of this world can't be good, so there's no point even trying to play pretend. The being that made this is evil. Just like if you like, I was just studying my life, and I was looking at all the bad things that went on in my life, and I thought about all the outcomes. Like, let's say, for instance, I didn't graduate high school, I didn't go to prom, and I thought to myself, how does this benefit the demiurge? Me not going to prom, how does that benefit the demiurge? Well, number one, I'm gonna be sad because I can't find nobody to go to prom with, and then that's going to affect me for the rest of my days. I'll be in my mid 30s thinking about, damn, I should have went to prom, right? Hell, you be 25 years old thinking about that. You be already in your 40s and 50s like, damn, I wish I would have went to prom. And the demiurge knows that, so that's why and I look back like why I didn't go to prom, and like the demiurge was definitely involved, point blank period. Point blank period, and things like that. And I look and see like all these bad things that I went through in my life, and I look at it at different angles, and I try to gain some analyzation. I try to gain some type of mental sustenance. I try to understand, why did that happen? If this was a good God, why did this God take away my grandma, my aunts, my uncle, you know, allowed me to be doxed and kicked out, allowed me to be homeless, allowed me to try to struggle to find a 9 to 5 where I could rap my ass off, I can make beats. How come this God doesn't put around people that can see that, help me, or something, put me in a position where I can win online, where I can make music online and make a whole bunch of money online, where I can make thousands of dollars online, right? So I don't have to be bothered with nobody at no traditional 9 to 5. I don't have to look at people that don't even want to look at me. Be around people who don't even want to see me breathe. Be around people who who don't like me at all. Like, why do I have to be around people that don't like me? Right? I want to be around people that like me, people that have some love for me, have some, that care about me. Why would you want to be around anybody who doesn't care about you? It doesn't make any sense to me. And this world is just brutal, honestly. So many things, man, that this world could have been. We could have had a world where the ocean is the sky, and the floor is the damn and the what is it? The ocean is in the sky, and the fucking floor is lava or something like that. Like we could have just like we could have been in just a different type of world and reality, but instead we get a reality like this one, a reality where it's like you're gonna be in some type of agony, some type of pain, some type of something. And I don't know what to do. Like, what do I do to stop this pain? What do I do, man? Smoking weed doesn't help. Wanking off doesn't help. Playing video games doesn't help. The only thing that would help is giving me $10 million. You know what I mean, right? Non-taxable. Just give me $10 million, right? So it's like a suitcase from the damn cartel with like $10 million. I think that's about the only thing that can make me feel any type of joy, right? But you gotta be real low key with it. You can't just put 10 million to your bank account because that's gonna be the FBI be all on you. So you gotta manage that right. But just imagine that. Imagine having the financial freedom to really live life how you want. I don't think life is fair if you can't live life how you want because you're restricted because of money. Like, how's that even make any sense when you think deeply? Like, what's beyond all of this? What's beyond life itself? What's beyond? What's deeper than this? You tell me life is just about waking up and paying bills and that's it? And that's life? Like, there's nothing more deeper than life? Like there's no secret, there's no hidden, there's no mysteries? Like, come on, man. It has to be something more than this, than just pain and agony and frustration. It has to be something more. Because, like, this life, it gets annoying, honestly. It just gets annoying doing the same crap all the time and not even having a chance to really escape. And then your few escape options are just damned if you do and damned if you don't. It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I wish I can make it, man. I hope I can make it. I hope you guys can make it too, bro. Where we can just do what we love for a living. Where we all can just make money doing what we love, and we all can be happy. We all can get the girls. We all can ride the nice cars and have the nice homes and be happy, right? But unfortunately, that's not a realistic expectation. It's just coping, and I don't know, man. This life is difficult. It's confusing, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes we get real high or you get drunk. You ever just think about, like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, I feel like I'm something more than this meat suit. So what's behind this? Let's pull back these curtains and let's see if this God is really righteous. We already know this God is not righteous, evil, wicked, and sadistic, but let's see, you know. And what sucks is that when we pass away, we're going to learn the truth, and then we're probably going to get loose and have our minds or have our memories erased or thrown down in some abyss. That's cruel in itself, man. But that's all I want to say. I just want to just talk a little bit. You guys have a good day, good night, or whatever. Peace. I'm out.